You see, I don't want to live in Maryland anymore. I want to leave. Maryland is too expensive for me. Nah. Maryland is too expensive. I want to go to maybe Utah, Michigan. I want to go to countryside. No, I can't live in Maryland no more. I just went to NVA. Guess how much it takes to register a vehicle? So for renewal of tag, for 2 years, they're charging me $420 for 2 years. They're talking about, and the state of Maryland need money. The state of Maryland is broke. They're trying to make sure. How does that concern me? I'm not a politician. No, I won't go back to another state. I want to go to another state. Can somebody tell me what state I can relocate to? What state are you right now? How much does it cost to renew your tag? It costs too much to renew tag in Maryland. I can't live in Maryland no more. Maryland is too expensive for me. I don't know about you. To renew a tag for 2 years, $420? It was like $120 for a year, which is 2 years, maybe $240. But now you having 2 years for $420? No, I want to go to another state. What state are you? I want to relocate to another state. Michigan, Utah, Ohio. Now I can't live in Maryland no more. Maryland will make you go broke. Everything look good. People looking bougie. Maryland will make you go broke. You're not going to feel safe for Maryland, I'm telling you. You cannot save in the state of Maryland. Yeah, people talking about living in Maryland. You cannot save. Everything is expensive now. When the Republican was in Maryland, things were cheap. You can afford stuff. Now it's Democrat. We can't even feed. We can't even eat. You go to shopping right now, these little carts that you have, when they ring the stuff up, it's like $700.
Okay, y'all, so I came to Maryland because my clients are actually actively looking to move here. I'm going to be honest. The inventory right now is trash as fuck. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. I'm saying it because I care. What I'm saying is foreclosures, short sales, houses that need $30,000 to $50,000 to $60,000 worth of work. Before y'all get defensive, let me explain what's happening. January is when reality just hits, okay? Holiday spending is over, credit card bills are due, property taxes reset, insurance renewals get higher. People start to realize, damn, I'm house rich, but I'm cash poor. And I know if y'all follow me, y'all know I went viral one day talking about that shit. Like, in real life, you can really be house rich and cash fucking poor, bro. And that shows you that homeowners are just, it's not that they're irresponsible, it's just that they're squeezed in.
For most people, affordability is top of mind right now. Here in Maryland, the cost of living continues to climb, from housing prices, gas prices, to utility bills.
For some families, moving out of Maryland is the most affordable option for them. Spotlight on Maryland's Tessa Bentulin explains why a family of 6 is leaving the state they've called home for Florida, where they say their money will go further.
Pat Carey and his family of 6 are in the final hours of packing up their life in Maryland.
You are literally in the middle of moving right now.
Yes. We are, we're having it all happen. We are moving. We have the bulk of it going. We have the realtor getting ready to show up here probably in the next half hour as well. So it's all happening.
It's all happening within a couple of hours.
Very quickly, just like the entire decision to move.
Good Lord. It'll be a miracle if we make it to Florida.
In just a few days, Pat, his wife Jasmine, and their 4 children, ages 3 to 9, will begin the roughly 14-hour drive to Florida's Space Coast.
Hour south of Orlando.
At first glance, leaving Linthicum, Maryland doesn't make much sense.
He said, you're moving. Tell me it wasn't the mail service.
If only we could take you with us. It wasn't the mail service, that's for sure.
Both Pat and Jasmine have good jobs.
Yep, you can sit that in there for me.
Their children's grandparents live nearby, and they've built a life surrounded by friends in this neighborhood.
But it's a little too heavy.
What's Florida that's not in Maryland?
Wow, just sunshine,
better, quality of life. The cost of living is, just more affordable, better school systems.
For the Careys, the decision came down to what their money could buy.
And I think when we're looking at the quality of living, the cost of living, and where you could be given your bang for buck, it just makes total sense for us to move to Florida.
Pat says when they bought this house 6 years ago, homes in their Linthicum neighborhood were selling for under $400,000. Now, many are listed for $500,000 or more.
Literally 5 houses down. They're asking closer to 600, so we'll be lower than that, but we're trying to sell quickly.
Jasmine says the same pressure is also showing up in their monthly bills.
We just feel like that we're so tied down here with the cost of living in Maryland. We just will have, more financial freedom.
She says their BG&E bills have climbed from about $250 a month to $500 or more a month in the last 6 years.
It's not, like I said, it's not going down. That's for sure.
So the couple sat down and compared the numbers. In Florida, they will move into a nearly 3,000 square foot home with 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a pool for roughly $490,000. Compare that to their current home, which is 2,200 square feet, 4 beds.
Yeah, let's compare this. 2,200 square feet, 3,000 square feet. You got 5 bedrooms, 4 bath in Maryland, 3 bathrooms, 2.5 baths in Maryland. You're talking about a $10,000 difference. I think when they're looking at this, they're also considering too that they don't have to pay income tax, but they do have to pay a higher sales tax, which a lot of people don't talk about. You got higher sales taxes, but honestly, I kind of feel like the sales tax thing is one of those things where I think it's more beneficial than even paying your income tax out of every freaking check that you get, bonus, commissions, anything like that. I mean, you're paying sales tax. For $10,000, is it worth that much of a move? Would you move to Florida from Maryland or from wherever you're at in order to save money like this? Because to me, I'm thinking if they bought it for $400,000, they're going to sell it for $500 or in the fives. They're going to make a little bit of profit. That's true. But most of that money is going to go down to the new house at $490,000 or around that price point in Florida. That is, they might get a better. I think it's also the quality of living. That's my personal opinion. My personal opinion is if you're going to move from one place to the next, you got to consider the quality of living. Quality of living, friends, nightlife, income first, please. Don't take friends and nightlife first. I just thought of that first. People say, you gonna put income last after friends and night? No, I'm not. What I'm saying is we're at a place right now when you get to a certain place, like he's got a family of 6. I got a family of 4. I've got a family of what now? Damn, I got a family of 6 too. If you count them, of course, yeah, it's a family of 6. The reality of it is, yeah, it is better to stay. I don't know if I would make that move, but if I had to do it for the quality of living, I would do that move for quality of living. Because where we're at right now, man, if you guys are chasing money and all you think about is money, and you don't consider the quality of life, you will find out that you will do all these moves based on money. And this life is so short. This life is so freaking short. It was 20 years ago when I was doing real estate, when I first started doing real estate. I never thought I would blink my eyes, be 4 kids and 20 years down a lane, But heck, that's what happens, So if you're sitting back and you think that if the quality of life isn't important, you get some kids around you and you're going to be hoping and praying for a backyard and a gazebo or a deck that you can sit out on and let them just go do what they do inside. Quality of life is heck of important. And I think even when money gets tighter, the quality of life even becomes more important. What you put down and what you invested in up to that point.
And 2.5 baths.
Do you think you'll save money moving down south?
Definitely. I mean, we're looking at what we can buy here in Maryland for, X price, and what we can buy in Florida is just, night and day.
The move will also be for Pat's new job that comes with a pay increase. And in Florida, there is no state income tax. In Maryland, income tax is at a progressive rate.
Smart man. That is a smart man. I love that. That's exactly what I love. If you're watching this right now, that's exactly what you should be looking for. Man, the time to impress these people out here that are broke, busted, hating on you, disgusted, they don't like what you do, or they don't like themselves, or they mad at the life decisions that they made in their personal life, and then they want to put it out on you. Hell yeah. You need to ignore them jokers and follow this right here. I would do it. To me, but if the quality of life isn't there, if you don't feel like that's where you want to be at, then don't do it. But honestly, I think this is a season for making a lot of changes, because it is still a buyer's market. And I can guarantee he might be selling whatever he's selling in Maryland. Once that thing sells, God hoping it sells, they'll be able to adjust that sales price to get that thing sold if they have enough space in it, in equity, and buy something in Florida probably for a whole lot cheaper. Yeah, a whole lot cheaper. A whole lot cheaper. Florida has a different thing going on. Florida also has right now, Florida's seeing an influx in foreclosures, and they're leading the country in the amount of foreclosures that actually hit the market. So if you're someone and you do business remotely when it comes to real estate, some of us do virtually. I have people that do virtual real estate all over the country. Some do in Texas, Detroit, Philly, different places. This is what I'm talking about when we say the advantage is that market being upside down is going to be a good advantage for him. Not upside down, but facing foreclosures, high ranked up there for foreclosures is going to be a good advantage for him. Asset management company putting new properties on the market that they've already foreclosed. Families moving from New York, Maryland to DC, metropolitan area, down here to Florida. Well, I'm not in Florida, but Georgia and Florida. I mean, you can't beat it. This is what you look for. Do not pay attention to what people are going in. Do not get into panic in this market. You were not designed to panic. If you want to panic, you can. But I tell you, when you panic, you lose opportunities. You miss opportunities. Your mind can't settle and see opportunities sometimes that are staring you right in the face. Let's go.
For them, more income and lower taxes makes the move a financial win. But the Carey's decision reflects a broader concern in Maryland. Last year, the state comptroller warned of a housing crisis, citing a shortage of about 100,000 homes. A state report found that high housing costs are pushing young people and middle-income families to look elsewhere, just like the Careys. Maryland is gaining new residents, but more people are leaving than arriving. Over 127,000 residents left Maryland for other states between 2021 and 2023, and another 18,000 left between July 2023 and July 2024.
The real struggle is to actually keep people here and to grow.
Darius Arani, a chief economist with Towson University, estimates the state lost hundreds of millions of dollars in tax revenue as residents moved out.
In Maryland, the average household pays about $8,000 a year in state taxes. So according to the comptroller's report, 127,000 residents left. If you figure there's about 2.6 people per household, that means there's about $385 million in lost tax revenue over those 3 years. So
that can have a major impact, especially at a time when Maryland just closed a $3 billion budget deficit. He says that trend could force harder choices in the years ahead, including the possibility of raising taxes.
And that's what they want to do. So I don't like to have this blue state, red state discussion. Honestly, I don't, because if you want to know my true thoughts, it's evolved over time. I used to have that red state, blue state thing going on. Yeah, it was red state, blue state. Honestly, it is all about you and your pocketbook right now, your money. It's all about you and your future investments right now. If your future investment and your pocketbook, your portfolio says it's going to increase by moving to Florida, go do it. If it's going to increase by moving in Tennessee and you blue, go do it. Because half of the time you'll find out, I grew up in Philadelphia, and I'm going to give you an example. Half the time you're going to find out that it's not what you think it is in your head when you get there anyway. You might have better life. Unfortunately, a lot of the blue states that are headed by blue state governors aren't seeing that influx coming in. They may be some, but not as much right now. Not outside of their normal influx. So you have to pay attention to what works for you. Do not get caught up in this political game. Do not be drawn into it. We got enough propaganda that's out there. I'm going to tell you, because it's not about the propaganda. It is about the bag. Oh, no. It's about you securing your bag money. And if that means that you transition from Maryland down there, I moved from Philly down to Georgia, from a blue state down to a red state, and I love it. We'll never move back up north again. Matter of fact, I did a report, just reacted to a video, like I said earlier, about African Americans moving down to the South and the benefits of them down there, and how it's been an influx of African Americans moving down to the South. If you do not see that reaction video, first like, subscribe, follow, and go watch the video. But it's there because there is some truth behind this. We can't be emotionally led people. We have to be looking at the numbers. We have to look at what am I going to give up in order to get this? Where? What am I going to give up in order to get it? Where? So if you're going to make as much money or make a little bit more money, have the tax advantages, because the taxes, that's the biggest thing. Taxes is the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing on your house. Even if you're a renter, taxes are the biggest thing that still affects you, because the landlord gets a tax bill and he ends up now having to charge you the increase in the difference, the deficit he sees in that tax bill. So don't scream, my rent is going up. This is why your rent is going up, taxes and insurance. So if I can bring that down, that tax burden, hey, I would do it, hands in, back and back. So part of me saying this is to encourage you to stop using what the media gives us as our pivoting points for the decisions we make, and do the research for yourself. Like, please do it. Please. Because I truly believe, and I've seen it already, there's going to be an influx of propaganda. They will keep it going. It will keep going and keep going, pushing out a message for you. But you got to understand, it doesn't matter what they're pushing. It's all about what you do with your money.